Hello all and welcome by a new tutorial of the week. This time something different. As you can see, it's a sort of text tag, so it's all default, so I'm going to show you how to create this. Okay, first thing I did was having my layer, didn't fill it with black, but as you can see a very dark green blue one. Did a gradient over it, set the angle on 0, split to 150 and reversed it. If you go to soft light, you will have this, and you can move your gradient wherever you want. So second thing I did is added some nice pattern over it, scaled it to 128 and the opacity on 76. So as you can see, you have stripes and the radial gradient. If you use satin, you can divide your gradient in two separate parts. If your distance is big, like 221, and your size 114, so set the angle on 19, you divide your gradient. So second thing was added my text. I did a drop shadow over it, turned the opacity to 35, outer glowed it. You have to go make it black, set the mode on normal, size 1. You can play with your opacity to make it sharp. So with this I always make my text sharp. So then my gradient over it, also a radial angle 0, scaled it to 150, reversed it and set it on lighten. I also moved, as you can see, I also moved my gradient to have a nice shiny text. So just did a low bevel and emboss, so 0, depth 1. You still get a nice edge on your text. So, and I also pattern it. So this was this year's text. With my text tutorial, I only did an outer glow to it. See what I did then. What I did then was made some lines. You can make a line on a new layer with the rectangular tool. See, you can make fat ones, small ones. You can make all sorts of lines, so that ain't hard. So I did a gradient over it, so copy this one to set my second one. Made a new line, make it a green blue one, just to get a nice neon effect. As you can see, a very small line. What I did on this layer was brushed with a round hard brush. You can set the size, how big you want it. If you do it on opacity on 100, you choose a nice color. You will get a nice round. If you go with that round to your gradient overlay, set it on radial, the angle on 0, scale it to 150 and set it on reverse, on multiply, you get a nice sphere effect. So I've placed it behind my text around the area of the two white lines I just created before. So again, added my line. It's just a copy of this layer. See, just placed right underneath him to get a nice clear view. So again, I added a round brush, same gradient. See? And when you're doing this, you create something cool, isn't it? See? Added a nice white line. This white line goes over these two round brushes, as you can see. Yet again, a round brush, but this is a big one. Darker color, darker gradient, and I put it a nice pattern over it. So as you can see, this is the gradient overlay. I set it on multiply, radial, 0, 150, reverse, and I made it dark, as you can see. See? If you have a nice pattern like this, you get a nice stripy effect of it that takes the distraction of the rest of the balls. So a nice copied layer of the first layer I have shown you here, this one. Made it bigger, placed it over the big round brush. Just like flower picking, you set things over the layers, behind the layers, just to get your nice effect. So this was my creation. It's how I think works. See, a nice bright stripe that goes over all round layers, just to get a very nice effect. See? Just want to show you how easy it is. That if you use your mind and you use default things, you can create very cool things. So this was it, guys. See you all next time. Thank you.